This is Dean Collamer at Growmark FS. Here we are at Hershey, Pennsylvania today, October 31st, 2017. Nathan Hikes, also with Growmark FS, is here with me, and we're looking at corn where we've had a SP-1 application that we applied at planting through the planter where we applied it in furrow. And we wanted to show you some of the things that we're seeing at this point in time in the season. Nathan, what have you got over there?
Over here we've got the corn that received 9-18-3 fast start fertilizer in furrow along with SP-1 and TF50 additives. And I think we see some nice differences here between this over here, which only received the 9-18-3 fast start fertilizer. What did you take notice of, Dean?
Yeah, what I notice here especially is where we don't have the SP-1 and we just have the 9-18-3 fast start by itself, is that you can see the top of the soil here is very solid and not very open, not friable. And if you look at the soil, this is from two different areas where we dug the soil in the row out in the treatment. You can see that the soil has some platiness, it has some blockiness. Yes, it has some friability, but we also have these large, big blocks and smaller blocks too that are resistant to root growth and resistant to easy penetration by roots. Compared to over here with Nathan's treatment, what do you see over there, Nathan?
Yeah, well, when you're drawing attention to the root mass, we definitely have a nicer root formation, and even here at the surface, it's a lot more friable and granular than it was over without the SP-1. And in our two different areas, this was more of a downslope, and the difference is very clear. The SP-1 is a lot darker, beautifully friable as compared to this, gives a little bit more resistance. When we moved upslope, it's a little bit higher clay content. Neither one is quite as nice, but in the SP-1 we still have a darker, probably more humic color, and we have more friable clumps as opposed to over here ones that are just more apt to smear and not quite as nice of a soil structure. So anything else you took notice of, Dean?
No, I think those are the primary things. In looking at the plants, you can't detect a great difference in the plants at this point in time. We're going to harvest this soon, within probably the next 2 to 3 weeks, and we'll see what the combine tells us.